You're watching Friday Night Blitz, Game of the Week.
Welcome in to week 4 of Friday Night Blitz. Thank you for joining us. I'm Luke Doughton.
And I'm Daryl Green. Let's hop straight into the highlights. South Medford welcomed South Salem.
It's country night at Spiegelberg Stadium. We got a whole lot of energy in this one, and that translates quickly to the first possession. Brody Roberts, he sets the tone and sets himself up for an easy touchdown. That translates to the defense, look at all those tackles he broke there. This is the easy touchdown right here.
And McConnell Brown sets himself up for a huge run in this one. 4th down, run.
But also, we got a sack here. It was just work in the trenches for both of these teams. For South Medford, they were doing it all. Here's that McConnell Brown touchdown, or that big run that sets up that touchdown. And look, he also breaks a tackle there, finds the sideline, gets to the sideline, finally brought down. You have to drag him down by the jersey. Here's that touchdown there that sets them up, and they just keep going. 35-13, the final in this one.
Some really tough running. Our next matchup, a bitter conference rivalry. North Medford looking to get their first win over Sheldon in a few years.
So let's take a trip over to Dennis Ludwig Stadium, home of the Sheldon Irish. A black tornado storm in town for this one. The first Irish drive, Micah Ritchie Tui Sui. Hail Mary down the middle of the field to an open Barry Miles. That's a 59-yard strike. They put Sheldon up on the board first.
But if you know the Irish, 7 isn't enough. Second quarter, Tui Sui on the slant to Cameron Gilbert. 12-yard dart on the bullseye. It's a 14-zip lead from Sheldon.
But just when things start to get comfortable, that means there's a storm on the horizon. 7 yards out, Samson Valuya. He's going to rumble his way into the end zone like a black tornado. North Medford, they cut the lead to 4 after the touchdown.
But here comes the Irish, Tui Sui. History repeats itself. Tell me if you didn't see this coming. The connection to Cameron Gilbert is alive and well. 44 yards to the house.
Fourth quarter, Irish looking for the knockout punch. And Barry Miles, he's going to corral it, get into the end zone for the tutty. Here comes a celebration from him, and then the confetti starts to fly at Sheldon High School. North Medford, unfortunately, falls in this one, 10-33. We've got a banger of a next game. You want a shootout? You got a shootout. Daryl, take us away.
This was an amazing game from Grants Pass. This was a type of game that offensive coordinators love and defensive coordinators not so much. Jumping straight into the action here, Ja'Kai Phillips cuts the Grants Pass lead to 7 before halftime.
However, second half started, and on a mission, Jordan Rosetta, he's got the arm, delivers the deep ball, sweeter than Christmas gifts, and James Traylor runs right under for 6.
And on the very next drive for the Cavemen, they turn to the ground game, and Trayton Powers shrugs off one tackle, makes 2 more defenders miss, and he's on his way to the end zone.
This is a high-scoring game, Daryl. North Salem would still show some fight late in this one, right here on Quinton Lake, dropping back in the pocket and throwing a laser to Braxton Singleton. The Grants Pass, they're going to prevail in this high-scoring game, over 100 points, Daryl, 56-42 Cavemen. So
many points in this one, exciting game to watch. And we've got another shootout, Henley taking on Thurston. This Hornet team punching up a level.
We'll head out to the farm at Thurston as the 3-1 Colts take on the 1-0 Henley Hornets. It's a 5A versus 4A matchup late in the second quarter. Colts in the red zone, and Emmett DeStefano finds Brody Baker for the strike. Colts take a 2-score lead going into half.
And Henley answers back is the quarterback Joe Janey. Finds Jeremiah Brunick on the slip screen. Brunick finds the gap in the defense and will go
there too
all the way.
Thurston, they're going to put the dagger in the back of the Hornets, though, on this next play as DeStefano. He's going to break the pocket, lob one up to Bodie Bonner, and look at this toe tap for the touchdown. Henley, they almost take down the team a division above them. That was a great game, 35-27. Colts take that one. Now I've got some scores real quick. Crater traveling to Roseburg. The Comets, they leave an impact on their field. Good to see them get that win, 20-7.
And North Eugene coming to Eagle Point. This was another stellar game. Not as much offense as some of the others, though.
Let's go ahead and head over to the Highlanders and the Eagles. Tied at 7 at the start of the third. Junior QB Damari Ireland. A big chunk play to junior wideout Aiden Hilber.
Ireland, he finishes the drive right there by himself, punches it in for 6. Eagle Point fumbles on the next drive, and junior linebacker Mason Bear lands right on the loose ball.
Now, this is a low-scoring game, but it was a close game, and that is some good field position for the Highlanders. It's going to lead to another Ireland rushing touchdown to go at 14 with 2 minutes left in the game. Eagle Point. They're facing a 4th down soon, though. And Mason DeVry, he's going to get the ball. He's got to find his man here and keep the Eagles' hopes alive. Pressure coming and just can't connect. That confirms a 21-13 North Eugene victory.
Tough pass to make right there. But heading back to Grants Pass for another 4A matchup is Hidden Valley High School faces North Valley.
They have such a nice field at Hidden Valley. If you've never been there, it is absolutely beautiful. It doesn't matter what sport, if you're outside. But Grants Pass, great place for some football. First play, Shane Cipher getting things going. He fakes the hands off and then throws an absolute dime to Hayden Taylor, and they get 6.
And then right here, Hidden Valley tries to answer back in the first half, but Malachi Lowe in North Valley, this defense having none of it.
North Valley, they get the football back, and Shane Cipher, he's feeling it. He goes all the way up top for his 6'4" wide receiver, Max Friedman. Friedman snatches one, and that's a touchdown for the Knights.
And despite all of their attempts, Hidden Valley could not get into a rhythm here. And speaking of a rhythm, the Knights start the second quarter with a Shane Cipher and Max Friedman touchdown once again.
North Valley, they're going to go on to win this one, 56-14.
And the Grizz, they pick up their first win of the year in a blowout fashion against Ontario. The final, 41-13.
Ashland was in a different time zone for this game too. Just want to point that out, a fun little fact. But now it's time to move to a big battle in the 3A. 2 undefeated teams, Siuslaw visiting Cascade Christian.
And Siuslaw down big at halftime, and they need something to get them going. CC's Alex Finanza gets the sack.
And yeah, just a whole lot of domination here from the challengers. Just a few plays later, we're still in the same drive. This time, it's Mikey Covey and Seth Scaglione. They combine for another sack. That's going to force a punt. And guess who's up? You've heard this name before. Caleb Scaglione back deep to receive that kick. And he's barely going to get touched here. Just look at those Jets, Daryl.
Talk about speed.
He's fast. Quick little fun fact. He had 5 touchdowns tonight in 5 different ways, including this next one for you, Daryl.
Yeah, you can see he wasn't done. Next challenger possession, he makes this grab and takes it home. The challengers are unchallenged this week in the final, 57-0.
We also have a Bruin beatdown in Brookings Harbor. They beat Etna 49-0. And coming up, we got some more football action, a couple more games to go through, plus play of the week. Daryl, I know you're excited.
So many exciting plays this week. You can't pick them all,
so
but there's some really good ones.
You're watching Friday Night Blitz on NewsWatch!
Welcome back, everyone. It's time for our last game of the night, Daryl.
And it was another good one.
Let's go ahead and kick it to Phoenix, where the Pirates, they're going to welcome the Bulldogs from Sutherland early in. Senior linebacker Braden Withers, he's going to get the interception. And this Phoenix team, they just get a lot of turnovers.
And then another senior, Terrell McSwain, calls Wildcat to punch in the first touchdown of the game. 10-0 early Phoenix lead over the Bulldogs.
Saw a couple broken tackles there. Sutherland, they're going to respond with the next offensive drive for the Pirates. It's McSwain again. He is just a human highlight reel at this point. I mean, he had 4 or 5 touchdowns that first week.
It feels like I've seen him on every play.
And look at that, was 70 yards right there. He's just doing it all. And now the Pirates are 3-1 on the season.
And now it's time for the Janky Heating and Air Conditioning Player of the Week. First, let's meet our Week 3 winner, Corey. By the stop the meet, take a look.
To get into an interview with the Play of the Week winner, North Medford High School wide receiver Brady Patterson. Let's go. How does it feel knowing you won Play of the Week?
Yeah, no, it feels pretty good. I completed that 4th down conversion, and it moved us on for the first down, and then I think we scored later in that drive with Samson Vailua.
Was this play pre-planned in the huddle, or did you come up with it on the fly?
It was absolutely not pre-planned in the huddle. It was punt right, I think, and then I just seen number 1 coming at me, and then I caught the ball, saw him, and then made a move and go.
Number 1 seems super close. You gave him a little bit of a movement, and then you went for it.
I think he was like in the 2-3 yard line of me, and I just seen him at the last second and made a move and went for it, and then got the first down. Knowing that we're capable of making these plays, I think it gives us confidence going into the next few games.
Do you have a pregame routine? And if so, what is it?
Kind of have a pregame routine. When I'm at the house, I like to lay out all my stuff, make sure I have all my equipment. I get all packed up, head to the stadium, and I like to listen to some music before the game for sure, walk the field around, feel it out. And I would just like to give a big shout out to my O-line and my guy Trigger Hewley. Our O-line gives them a lot of time in the pocket. It's big for the team. I mean, drive down the field, score some touchdowns, hopefully win some football games.
KDRV NewsWatch 12 Play of the Week, sponsored by the premium HVAC company in Southern Oregon, Jonky Heating and Air Conditioning, focused on a customer experience over everything.
Thank you, Corey. And our first play here, senior quarterback Terrell McSwain, a 70-yard rush. Pirates 26-14 victory over the Sutherland Bulldogs.
Dude, he's fast. He's got some legs. Our next Play of the Week nominee, Shane Cipher and Max Friedman. Max, that's Moss right there. That's Randy Moss. He goes up and get it. He's a basketball player. He's used to doing that, getting those rebounds.
He was all over the football field in that game. I mean, every catch, they were targeting him. And then the next play, Caleb Scaglione. You see right here, you talked about his speed, you talked about how he scores touchdowns, and right here you see a punt return, massive return. And look, no one's catching him. He's taking off, and it seems like the defense, they have no impact on this play.
Okay, on my phone real quick, I've got the 5 ways he scored a touchdown: fumble return for a touchdown, interception return for a touchdown, he threw a touchdown as well, he caught a touchdown, and he ran for a touchdown. What can he not do?
You know, I think they talk about hat tricks, but I think we have to come up with a new definition for what Caleb Scaglione is doing on the football field.
And before we go real quick, let's tell you where we're heading for our next game of the week. We are heading to Phoenix. They're welcoming South Umpqua. You can tune in on the channels at the bottom of your screen next Friday to catch all the action. So much offense, Daryl.
This was a special Friday, and you go back to that Grants Pass football game. I mean, 56-42.
Points for people.
It seemed like nobody could get a stop. It was just all offense.
Yeah.